it may be the last review that you're gonna see on the Vamp palette by Bella Beauty Bar, but I promise you, I'm gonna make it worth it. So we're gonna do swatches, first impression. We're gonna do the whole shebang, okay? And if you don't know me, hi everybody, I'm Gagasita. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this beauty space where I just love to share with you my love for makeup. Could be old makeup, new makeup, every kind of makeup. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, and turn on the notifications. In this way, you can get to know whenever I decide that it's time to do a new video. As I was saying, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. My hair is wet. It's not soaking wet, but it's still a little bit wet. I didn't have time to let it dry, and I am trying to avoid to use too much heat on my hair because I kind of want to make it grow a little bit. And if you have a really curly hair, it's not that your hair is not growing. Probably it is just breaking continuously, because curly hairs, at least my hair, tend to break really easily. So I'm trying to don't use the heat on it. So I will have to keep my hair air drying. So I hope that doesn't bother you, but okay, let's talk about the palette. I feel that I am the last person talking about this palette, and Bella Beauty Bar, of course, already started to tease us with the newer palette that they're gonna launch. It's gonna be a collaboration, and I am so curious to know everything about it. But let's talk about this beauty here. The Vamp palette is their Halloween palette, and yes, we are pretty much in the beginning of December, but I'm still talking about Halloween. But I'm glad to talking about this palette because Bella Beauty Bar has one of my favorite formulas when it comes to matte and to shimmers too. So I'm so pumped to use this palette here. And let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is this sleeve kind of packaging. Bella Beauty Bar does this kind of packaging, and I adore. In the back, you have the ingredient list, a sleeve, and a palette too. The palette presents itself in a cardboard packaging, and it's a cardboard. It's a cardboard packaging. The writing Vamp, it's kind of a red, metallic, shifty. It's really, I don't know, it kind of remembers me something like blood and something like, I don't know, a ruby. It's really cute. And the logo of the brand is raised up, and the writing too. It feels really, I will not say that it feels expensive, but it feels really good on the hands. And let me take this one off. Pretty much all the palettes comes with this plastic here inside. And if you don't know, this plastic here, it's to protect the mirror from the eyeshadows, because, the powders that from the eyeshadow can stay in your mirror, then it's gonna become, you will have to clean it before you use it. So this one here prevents you to have to clean the mirror over and over again. I feel that pretty much every brand with this one here, you have a really large mirror here in the upper part. Inside this palette contains, this one here contains 15 magnetic eyeshadows. Some eyeshadows came with this protector thingamajiggy here. Let me take it off from the other colors. Finally. The Bella Beauty Bar palette eyeshadows are magnetic, and all of them came with the name in the back. And Bella Beauty Bar doesn't only put the name in the back of the eyeshadow, but in the back of the eyeshadow, you can see the eyeshadow itself, a graphic representation of the eyeshadow itself, which is a cute touch. I love it. And The eyeshadows are not really deep. They are a little bit on the shallow side. They are 26 millimeters pans. They are pretty much ColourPop eyeshadows that came in the palettes where the pans are a little bit bigger. They are the same size of those ones. So as I was saying, the eyeshadow palette, it's a 15 pan eyeshadow palette, and it came with 8 matte shades. 7 matte shades, 1 sequin, and then we have a mix between holographic, multi-chromes, and all of the jazz. I feel that I repeat myself over and over again when it comes to this kind of reviews, but you're probably new over here, and I really wanted to give you a full round-up review. You know, I really wanted to treat you like you had. I want to make you feel that you have the palette in your hands. So I try my best to describe the palette for you. But now let's do the swatchy. And if you don't know me, I do swatches in my arms, live swatches here with you. And you're going to see the bureau with the swatches in the back of my hands too. And I don't have eyeshadow. I don't have any primer on my hands and on my arms, any body cream, nothing. The eyeshadow is the way that I'm going to swatch for you. And I tried to show you the shimmer shades in different lights because, you know, if you're going in a romantic dinner, the candle lights are a little bit more on the yellowier side. And if you're going to the office, probably the place where you do your job, it's a place where the light is a little bit more on the neon side, the neon lights, the bluish one. And then in daily times, you're going to have different lights. So I tried to show you the eyeshadows in different lights because I hope it's gonna be helpful. But let's start. Palette Beauty Bar doesn't put any color description in their site, so you have to deal with the color descriptions. I will remember you that I am not a native English speaker. English is, of course, not my first language, not even my second, maybe not even my third. I speak Italian and Portuguese, but I try my best to speak English, but it's not always as perfect as I wish. But here I am, you know, I'm trying to upset the whole world in different languages. So here I am. Let's do the swatch. This time I tried to show you the eyeshadows, the shimmery ones, the special shades in different lights, because when you're going into your daily, you are always going into different lights. In the office, you have a really bluish, artificial kind of light. And then if you're going outside for a romantic dinner in the candlelight, the light probably is going to be a little bit more on the yellowier side. It's just trying to be helpful here. So I am not a huge vampire kind of girl. I am not a vampire team. I am not wolf team. I just like movies that are a little bit more on the real side, you know. I don't even care for aliens. I'm sorry. Mermaid is not really my thing. Maybe when I was a little girl, but growing up, I lost this magic on my life. So I will probably be the one who doesn't get any reference, and you will have to let me down below which ones are the reference. Let's start. The first shade is the shade Michelson, which is a sequin shade. It's a black with a lot of red sparkles. You know that I don't know if you know, you probably don't, but I am not the huge fan of those kind of colors, because I feel that in the end of the day, the sparkles are there just for decoration. I don't feel that the sparkles really show on the makeup whenever I'm doing. What I know is that those kind of sparkles help the eyeshadow to blend a little bit better. So not angry about it. It's still really nice black. The next shade is the shade Drained, which is this deep, dark burgundy shade. Ooh, wow, really cute color. It has a little bit of a reddish, a cool tone red undertone, really beautiful. Then we have the shade Shadow, and this color here is one of those multi-crowns that always let me like, ah, this is a beautiful multi-crown that shifts from green to red and has an extremely deep dark gray base. Really cute. Then we have a true red, which is the shade Immortality, which I will say that it's pretty much neon looking like in this palette. It's really bright, and I feel that it has a pink undertone. Am I wrong? I will have to try it on my eyes to let you know. Then we have the shade Salvatore, which is this really stunning multi-chrome red shade that shifts bronze, and I can see it shifting a little bit of, it shifts bronze, copper, and it has a really dark base. Nice color. Then we have the shade Daylight Ring, and this is the most beautiful silvery blue I have ever seen, and it has some shift, but what is mesmerizing is the dimension that the shade has. It's like a silver that shifts to blue, and it's really creamy, and it's kind of chunky. When you touch it, it's a wow. I can't wait to put this color on my eyes, honestly. And we have the shade, I don't know how you say this word. It's Lestat, I don't know. And this is a midnight blue, really dark, almost black. It's me. Yeah, me. I love this kind of blues. This one here from far away will look a little bit on the black, but when you come closer and you see this color, look how cute these two colors are together. Then we have the shade Trust Hollow. I don't know. Trust Hollow, is it that? I don't know. And this is the shade Whereas Hollow. I don't know why we'll make someone read it for me. This really bright, almost out of place, this palette. Purple, and of course, as all the purples, when you swatch it, you can see it going a little bit patchy, but we have to see it on the eyes before judging. And it's a really bright purple shade. Then we have a pastel shade, which is the shade Predator, and this is a really beautiful pastel and really cute. I can only use this kind of colors as matte inner corner highlighter, but so it's still really cute. Then we have the second red multi-chrome of the palette, but this one here has a hollows, and it's called Hello Brother. I think this is some kind of a reference that I am not getting, but it's fine. And the hollow, it's wow. The sparkles and the hollow in this color here is out of this world. It's outstanding. My only thing is, do we need two multi-chrome reds in the same palette? They are different, of course. They are really different, but are they different enough to be in the same palette? And I don't think so. Then we have the shade Coffee, which is the most boring shade. I don't love this kind of colors. Sorry, this is just a really deep dark gray, and it's a charcoal gray, pretty much charcoal. It's a really deep gray. It's not charcoal yet, but I will say that it has a really deep blue undertone, which is cute. Then we have, oh, this is one of those so unique. I love it. This is the shade Eternal, and I am eternal in love with this kind of blues. I love this kind of, I don't know why, but they are like a pastel shade that you didn't need in your life. It's the pastel shade that you didn't know that you needed in your life. Oh, so beautiful. And yeah, can't wait to try it. Then we have three really special shades. So buckle up. Then we have the shade Claudia, and Claudia is, oh my, I could eat this color. It's really sparkle and shimmery, and it's a purple that has a really strong blue shift, and it doesn't feel wet when you touch it. It feels soft and chunky, but it's really easy to smooth it up or smooth it out, and it's pretty. Then we have the shade Up Dead. Am I reading this wrong? I don't know, because this is shadow. Oh, why it took way too much on my finger. I always do this to myself. Oh, this is a beautiful multi-chrome, and from my side I can see it shifting. Oh, from here I can see it shift from from blue to pink, and on my mirror I can see it shifting purple, orange, and a little bit of pink. So stunning, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Then we have the only color that I do understand finally the reference is because everyone when watch this color says something like it's a skin of a killer, Bella. So I know from where it comes from. It's the only one that I got the reference. So sad. Wow, it's fine. This is a topper shade that when I saw the video of Beauty to the Brow, Betty to the Brow, she was like, oh, this is a beautiful transparent shade that has a lot of white and blue sparkles. It's almost like crystal. It's my favorite colors ever. She was all over this shade, and I was like, yeah, I want to see if that color is so pretty on my tan skin too. And honestly, wow, Bella Beauty Bar, you kill it. Can't wait to play with this color a little bit more. And it's not a multi-chrome, it's just the perfect topper shade. After swatching the whole palette, I can tell you that the color story used to be really unique, and I feel that now many brands came out with a red and purple with pop of grays and blues. I feel that it was a trend going on this period, so I'm so glad that I put my hand on this palette here because she's so nice and pretty. There is the shifty shades are really pretty and fun, but I wish one of those two reds were a different color. Maybe a lilac-y shimmer, maybe, I don't know, something different, because it felt a little bit redundant in this palette here. But all the other colors are really pretty, and the color Skin of a Killer, it's so unique. I think that I don't have nothing like this color in my collection. Okay, now let's stop on blabbering. Come closer so we can do the first impression look together, okay? Come closer. My hair is still wet, but let me take it off my face. That should be close enough. I tried to put my hair a little bit away from my face. In this way, you don't have distracted or annoyed with my hair, right? Okay, let's start the look. I have to start the look. I want this look to last as much as possible, so I will put some eyeshadow primer. because I don't know, the last time that I used the About Face one, I felt that my eyes were too dry for the shadow. I felt that it was, when making the shadow over it, a little bit drier. So I will need to try it more. But it seems today it's a first impression, even though I feel that I know the Bella Beauty Bar formula really well. I still want to use a primer that I know, because this shadow could be different. I don't really know what I wanted to do, as always. There was no doubt about it, but you know what? I really want to try this purple shade here, because it swatches a little bit on the patchy side, which is really not the Bella Beauty Bar of norm. So I really wanted to try that color and see if it's just the swatch that it's patchy, or if it's the eyeshadow itself. So I will grab a really small blending brush. This one is the Zoeva 224, and I will go to the shade. I will go for that purple shade that I cannot say the name. I don't know why. I feel so bad that I don't got the reference, but in the end of the day, I got the palette because of the color story, not because of the theme. Sometimes you feel attracted by the theme of the palettes, and sometimes you just feel attracted by the colors of the palette. And this case here was the color. What I am noticing is that this color isn't going on patchy at all. And I'm working this color into a wet primer. So this was the perfect time for the shadow to be patchy. So it is not patchy now. It will never go patchy. Let's be real. To put the same color close to my lower lash line too. Let's create the effect. Sorry, I didn't sleep. Which, if you didn't, you don't have to be sorry. Sometimes life don't care for your sleep schedule. I am pretty happy with this purple shade, but now I want to work with this deep burgundy shade here, which is the shade Drained. I hope so. I am not sure, because the letters are not the best to read, and English not being my first language, and no, I'm not being really interested on vampires. I feel that I am doing my best to butcher all the name of the palette, of course. I'm sorry. It's this red, it's blending into this purple. And Bella Beauty Bar has this formula that you don't need too much effort to blend the shadows together. I don't know, it's just like magic. You are doing your thing, and after 2 seconds, the shadows have done there. They are already blending into each other like a dream. So cute. So kitty. Love that. I don't know why I got this much impressed with Bella Beauty Bar. I should be already used to it, but I never am. I am always like, oh, this could not be real. Now I'm adding a little bit more of the purple just in the outer V, just to make the outer V a little bit less red and a little bit more purple. Now I'm gonna put that red shade really close to my waterline, almost on my waterline, but not there yet. Maybe mixing red and purple under the eye, it's not that great of idea, but let's make it really dramatic so it can actually show that it's intentional. It's not something that I didn't on purpose. Let's make it really obvious that it's makeup and not some kind of TV, you know? You know what? I really wanna to play with this sequin shade here. So I'm grabbing that color with my pencil brush. This one is from Sigma, of course. And I'm placing this color just in my outer V, really close to my lashes, like a blended wing liner, nothing too much. Then I'm gonna come back with a little bit of the redder red shade, burgundy red shade. I want to go for a matte inner corner, so now I am kind of in the side of going with the lilac shade with this more gray blue pastel shade. You know what? Let's do this one here. I was not that undecided, obviously. And oh, I love this color. It's so pretty. It does remember me of a shade that is in the Gargoyle palette from Unearthly, and so cute. I gonna remember you that if you wanna make this color brighter, you can use a white base underneath, and the color it's gonna be, of course, much more brighter, but it was not what was. It wasn't my intention to make this color brighter because I am not here to help the eyeshadow. I am here to share with you my experience with the eyeshadow, and so far my experience is amazing. And now coming in that point that I am like, whoa, what should I use? Because honestly, I want to use everything. I could use this one here just in the mirror of my lid and then call it the day. It's gonna be so cute. Or maybe I'm having an insane idea. Let's hope it's gonna work. Let me grab a synthetic brush. I'm grabbing this synthetic brush here. This one here, it's a discontinued brush from Sigma, and it's the E62. I'm grabbing the Hollow Chrome Red, of course. Why should I grab the other one? It comes to the brush. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? It pick up with the brush. It's just that it's really chunky. So since I already have done my base, I will spritz it in this way. I will try to avoid to have too much fallout. I will put this color in my outer lid, just here. Oh, this was just one swipe in the eyeshadow. Can you see? And I promise you, I could be going on and on and on. I just don't want to. Oh, can you see? Oh boy, I am almost offended. Let me wet it again and to the other side. Oh boy, this eyeshadow is so cute, and I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna clean it in one of those spongy thingamajig here. And I feel that I need to play with the silvery blue shade here in the inner part of my lid. I wetted the color again just to avoid fallout. Let me see how it's gonna go. Are you saying that? Oh my gosh. Oh, can you see me from the stars? Wherever you are, I think that you can. And I could launch help signals with this bright shade. So cute. Oh boy. I knew it, that it will have to be this cute. I didn't knew that it was this cute. It's so cute. And are we serious right now? I mean, I am speechless. How, Bella Bar, you always do this with your dark shimmer formula. It's so amazing. And you can actually see it flashing and shifting under the light, even in this condition where I have way too many lights around me, and I feel that I'm bugged. I feel that they bugged me. And I am not using my finger. I am not using glitter glue. I am just using a synthetic brush. And I needed to be stopped, or I will continue on building this color my whole life because I love this shade so much. Let me clean a little bit the edges with the brush that I used, the purple shade. I will actually grab a little bit more of that purple shade just to keep the shimmeries a little bit less upwards. I mean, let him I want to grab an extremely small brush and I want to kind of place a tiny bit of the shade Skin of a Killer on my inner corner, like that. Oh my gosh, it's for real right now. Promise you I'm not using nothing. Ah, so cute. And you know what? On my waterline, I want to use this shade here because it's so pretty. This is a shadow stick by Beauty Bay. They don't do this product anymore, but I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's a limited edition. I had another product, but it's a limited edition too. So I'm gonna use this one here because it's closer to me. I feel that it's time to put some lashes on. And I'm gonna be right back to talk with you about my first impression when it comes to this part here, even though I feel that I already spoiled a lot. This is how the lashes gonna be today. I tried my best and I freaking lose the battle. The lashes won today and I can do nothing about it. Sometimes, but come a little bit far away so you can see the final look and we can talk about my first impressions of the palette. Ooh, that should be enough, right? So yeah, my hair is still wet. Currently, it will not dry today. It's fine. Sometimes it happens. And how is this look in your opinion? I love this look. To me, even though it's really colorful, the colors are really muted, and I feel that it's still really relatively easy to wear. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know what you think about this look down below. And let's talk about my first impressions, aka the last impressions of this palette that you're on YouTube. Probably pretty much here on the internet. It feels good to be the first one in something. I am the first of the last. So sad. Whatever. The only color that it was a concern for me while swatching the palette was the purple shade, and girl, did I need to tell you? It went so freaking good, so amazingly good. I am so impressed by the way this purple blend and my primer on my tacky primer, it blends itself so fast, so easily. I am always so impressed when it comes to Belle Beauty Bar because those are hard to do colors. I'm sorry. This color here, it's a B word to do. It's not a really, it's one of those colors that you're like, but so pretty on the skin, and Belle Beauty Bar really managed to do it really well. And you saw me blending the burgundy shade in this purple, and they blended like a dream together. They blend really fast. And even when I added the sequin black shade, which in my opinion is just a black shadow, still blended away really easily. And the shimmers that I only used 3 shimmers today, but I can already tell you that they feel amazing. I feel that I don't really suffer of creasing. I just try to blend my primer really well. So I don't think that I have problems with creasing a lot, in my opinion, but the shadows from the bar are not completely opaque. So they are a little bit more, they are more forgiven when it comes to creasing. So I will recommend you the formula. I am so impressed. And honestly, I want to do more looks using this palette here as soon as possible. Honestly, as soon as possible. But I love the shimmers. I love the mattes. My only complaint, I will repeat myself again, but my only complaint with this palette is that we didn't really need 2 different multi-chrome reds in the same palette. I know theme of the palette, with the theme of the palette, but in my opinion, it was. But by the way, this is the end of the video. Finally, I hope you had as much fun as I did, and let me know down below your opinion, your comment. I'm so curious to know what you think about this look. Is it something that you're gonna wear? I did another look not too long ago using red and blue, and I was like, oh yeah, this give me really 4th of July vibes. But since those are really muted colors, it doesn't give me 4th of July. They just give me fun looks. So I don't know. I love this look, but I want to know your opinion down below. By the way, this is all for today, but I feel that I talked way too much. Now it's time to take a little bit of time to stay with my baby girl here and my 2 baby boys upstairs. And this is the end of the video. See you soon. Bye bye. Ciao. Uy, start with something. Bye. Ciao.
Free audio post-production by 𝓖𝓪𝓰𝓪𝓬𝓲𝓽𝓪